let's check in with the mayor of the town of Oakville, Rob Burton, back again for another weekly check-in to see how things are doing. Good morning. Thanks
for joining us.
Good to see you via Skype. So actually in the news this morning, more good news on top of good news with an extra $250 million federally and provincially for the Ford plant in Oakville. There's a presentation today or an announcement from the plant. Is that part of your busy schedule?
Yes, I'm, as you might anticipate, very eagerly looking forward to this. And it's not just good news for Oakville, it's good news for what we like to call the greater Golden Horseshoe here around the end of the lake, because the employees of that plant live not just in Oakville, but in Hamilton and Burlington and Mississauga and Milton and Brampton and all over. And the economic activity that spills out of that plant is probably, those 3,400 direct employees probably generate another 30,000 jobs in the surrounding area. So this is a really big deal for the province of Ontario. And you know what? The supply chain for that plant extends all the way to the west and the east into Quebec and out west because of the various raw materials. This is a good story for Canada.
Absolutely, hence the support federally and provincially, and this will stretch out over a number of years, and yes, saving jobs as well. Now, and a big part of that is electrification, with electric vehicles being built at the Ford plant, but also Oakville itself. You are part of the vanguard for electrification. When everything is said and done, Oakville will probably be the first municipality to have its transit all electric?
It has been a wonderful, COVID aside, this year has been full of advances. The town's motto is avance, which means keep going. And despite COVID, Oakville is a place that seems to be able to keep moving forward. So advancement in adversity, we may need to change the slogan to, and actually maybe everybody could use that as a personal motif. I'll tell you, 14 years ago when I became mayor, I said, it's my goal to have an electric bus fleet. And the town manager said, well, you can't. I went, why not? He says, well, we don't have a facility that could maintain them, store them, or repair them. And he took me and showed me the shed that we had. And so we built that 8, 9, 10 years ago, I guess, at great cost, and then began laying down the foundation to come to today, where not only is our Ford plant shifting to electric vehicles, but our transit fleet is also. And sometimes when you want to make big change, you got to do it stepwise. You got to go step by step, and you got to be patient, persistent but patient.
Right. The infrastructure money is to help propel that. So what's the timeline? What is the year that you're targeting to be fully electrified with transit?
Within 5 years, the $62 million, it's pretty fascinating. It was like $65 million to set up the infrastructure, and it's going to be another $62 million to switch over the fleet to electric, not hybrid, but electric buses. And by the way, this announcement today of the $250 million, this is similar to what the government's put in several years ago when the Ford plant was retooled for the present series of cars that they're making. Mm-hmm. And the Ford investment, as far as my people have been able to determine out, is the biggest in the history of the plant. It's almost $2 billion. So
that is amazing.
Really big day. It's a vote of confidence in Canada by Ford.
Yeah. Hey, before we run out of time, where are we with the town of Oakville on the budget gap?
Well, one of the we're very good. We're close to having that closed. We have to thank the province and the feds for the COVID money that they put out for the cities, and Oakville got a small share of that. And as a result, I believe we're going to be announcing by the end of the year that we've closed that gap. We're also, I told a meeting of one of our residents associations last night that Council and I believe that we'll be able to deliver for the 12th year in a row a municipal budget that'll leave their overall tax increase at or below inflation, which is kind of an important point for us, and as you can see, and it's a record for our town. 12 years.
And again, just a few seconds left, but we got to mention the Oakville Business Awards. Where are we at with the nomination process, and how's that rolling out?
Well, you should check with the Chamber of Commerce and the Rotary and get those nominations in.
Okay, we'll link the website for the Town of Oakville with more information on that. And thanks again. We appreciate your weekly check-ins. Oakville Mayor Rob Burton.
Great to see you, Bob.